Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope 186 back again with another video. Doing this via live stream. So let me check out the quality real quick before I continue. Look for the channel. Let me check out the quality real quick. Okay, we're good. Anyways, how is everyone doing today? Hopefully everyone's doing fine. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well my damn self. I had a couple of days off, and I'm actually going to be going on vacation fairly soon. It's a 1 week vacation, so I get some time to relax, hopefully catch up on some games. Namely, try to finish Horizon. I don't know if I'm going to ever fit. I'm going to finish Horizon, but the game's long, and I like to do. I don't want to just do this the main missions. I want to do some of the side stuff also. Also try to get deeper into God of War. Let's see what else. What else is there? Well, yeah, I haven't played Far Cry in a minute, so I want to get back into that. Plus, obviously, August, late August is gonna be real busy for me because you got Guacamelee 2 coming out. You have Pro Evolution Soccer 19 coming out. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to buy that game, but I'm probably gonna buy it. I'm probably gonna buy it. And then most importantly, you're gonna have Fire Pro Wrestling coming back and coming out on the 28th. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. So lots of good stuff happening in my life right now. So I all smiles. Now let's get to the nitty gritty of this video, right? A couple days ago, it seemed like in the past few days, both Turn 10 and Polyphony Digital, they had these announcements, right? First, well, at least the first one I saw was Turn 10. They decided, yeah, like a helicopter flew right over our place. Anyways, Turn 10, they decided that they were going to remove. I believe they said they were going to remove the quote loot boxes in the game. Now, the loot boxes that they're referring to are these prize crates, where you spend credits and stuff like that to they give once you spend the credit, they give you like a list of objectives to do in a race, right? You have some like perform like four perfect passes. You have one where they'll turn off like a feature like like rewind or ABS, yeah, ABS or something like that. To and then if you complete the races, then you'll get rewarded for it. You'll get credits for it. Pretty much the money, the currency that they have in the game is called credits. So they were going to remove that from the game. Now the reason why this was a big deal in the first place was because uh I guess some people felt like the price crates were, especially the more expensive ones, were too expensive, and you didn't get your money back for the crates. At least that's what some people said. Me personally, I never had an issue with it. Me personally, because at the end of the day, like first off, the game has like what 700 cars. You know what I mean? There's a shit ton of cars in the game. First off, and more often than not, you can get a lot. Like the thing that is the biggest misconception between both games, and I'll get back to the Forza 7 stuff in a second. Actually, hold on. Let me rephrase that. I'm gonna go to the main thing at the end of the video. So let me continue on with the Forza thing. Now, the thing that people were saying that all these price crates are very expensive, and they are, and especially the higher ones, they are expensive. But the thing is that the game makes it so easy for you to get credit in the game. You know what I mean? You can get credit in the game. You can get cars in the game for free. You know what I mean? Like the game makes it so that getting to these cars are so easy, and also, and most importantly, this is not a, come on. Yeah, okay. These are not a pay to win thing. You know what I mean? Like when you go online, when it comes to online racing, you have a certain, you have like this thing where they have different lobbies where you get to use different cars, and they'll have like certain restrictions on cars and stuff like that. It's not a pay to win feature. It's not a pay to win option, right? Like you can, and even in some races, if your car is somewhat underpowered, they will suggest upgrades for you. And now you have to spend credit to do that, and the credits aren't that expensive, but you spend credit to upgrade your car so that your car can at least be competitive against other people. And more often than not, if the car most of the cars in the game are pretty affordable anyway, because the game makes it easy for you to obtain credit and to obtain cars. It's not hard. You know what I mean? So you know yeah. So I mean, you have that, but Turn 10 decided to get rid of it. So I think if they're going to get rid of it, I would assume that any regular race that you race in, you'll get more credit for that race. You'll get more actual credit for the races. You know what I mean? So you have that, and then a couple days later, GT Sport came out with their latest update, which they added. I don't know how many cars they added, but they added a slew of cars. They added a brand new track. But the thing that caught everyone's attention was the microtransaction that they added the microtransaction feature into the game. Now, I haven't browsed through the option menu yet. I haven't seen how it looks yet. But according to what I saw on Twitter, one, you can turn the feature off. You know what I mean? I don't think it really means much because it's still in the game. But you can turn the feature off, and what it essentially is that you can buy individual cars. I think the price I saw for one of the screenshot was like 99 cents. Let me check real quick. I want to make this accurate. I want to make sure this is accurate. 'Cause I would go in the game right now, but I'm not near my PlayStation, so yeah. So let me look at it. I think the price I saw for each car, for each individual car, was $1. So let me see. All right. So now I'm reading this from Destructoid right now, and they say as it states right here, as for the microtransactions, all cars that cost less than 2 million in-game credits can be acquired directly through the PlayStation Store. Um, let's see. It didn't really show me how much it. They didn't show me how much it costs. So pretty much any car that costs less than 2 million is can be purchased inside the store. Let me see. How many cars? I mean, like the game has what? As of right now, probably the game has about close to 200 cars in the game now. So I don't know how many of those cars are over 2 million. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I would like to. I would like to know how much the cars cost. All right, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out later. But but yeah. So the game has microtransactions. Now, same thing with Forza 7. These are not pay to win. These are not pay to win things, right? When you go online, there's two ways that there's three ways GT handles online. One was with the IFA stuff, like with the esports stuff, like that. I don't have any real experience with, but that stuff is I believe that stuff is highly regulated when it comes to cars and stuff like that. It's just an assumption. Two is they do this thing called daily races, right? Where they'll have a collection of races that you can choose and then what you do, you can either qualify, do time qualifying, or or you can just select the race and enter the race, right? You don't have to do any qualifying laps or nothing like that. And when the time comes, they'll you have to obviously check in and you do the race. Normally, the race will feature one or two cars, right? Nothing like it's not like you can just choose a car from your garage and race. You know what I mean? Like it's not for the one that I've done. At least for me, the one that I've done hasn't had it. So you have that, and then the third one is obviously when you go to the open lobby where you can you search through. You can either start your own session or search the lobby and join someone else's pretty much join someone else's lobby, and then they normally most people I see that do it, they just do it to pretty much just practice and stuff like that. Most of them don't really do racing all that much unless you ask them. That's just my personal experience. But again, like you said, they added the microtransaction, and to me, me personally, I don't think it's a big deal. But in the case of Polyphony Digital, I know why they're getting hate for this, and I'm going to screen share the reason why right now. So let's start the screen sharing. Give me one moment. How do I get out of this? Okay. All right. I think I'm assuming you guys are seeing this now. Okay. I'm on Kentucky right now, and you read the title right there. Gran Turismo Sport gets microtransactions a year after series producer, which is Kazunori. I think that's the name. Kaz Yashinori said it wouldn't. So, and this is, to me, that's where all the hate is coming from, and rightfully so. When you say you're not going to do something and then decide to do it a year after, now, granted, I know it's a year after, but regardless, if you say you're not going to do something and then you do it, people, rightfully so, are going to call you out on it. You know what I'm saying? Like that, just how it is. If you say you're not going to do something and yet you do it, people have a right to call you out on it. They pretty much lied. You know what I mean? Listen, I mean, I don't think Kaz or Sony has said anything about it. And again, it's not okay. Wait. Hold on a second. I think I might have found something that. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna read this part right here. The change is currently live in Asia and the Americas, while the rest of the world won't see the new option until August 2nd. Okay. All right. Okay. So the Alpine Vision Gran Turismo 2017, for example, is now listed at $3. That listed at $3. Now, I don't know necessarily if I have that car yet, but yeah, like I said, it costs $3, right, for each individual car. All right, so I'll tackle that later. But like I said before, the reason why the game's getting all the hate is because of this right here. And to me, I can't, there's no defending this. If you say you're not going to do something and then you do it, then people are going to call you out on it. That's just how it is. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. So let me stop sharing right here. Okay. So there you have it. Here's my ultimate point, right? Ultimately, this is not to me. It's not a big deal. You know what I mean? You have a lot of people who are who are saying this and that, who really don't, who are either people who only like Gran Turismo Sport or people who only like Forza. There's very few, at least in my circle, in my Twitter circle, there are very few people who played and liked both, and I'm one of these people. And I played both games extensively. I can tell you right now that neither one of these situations, when it comes to with Forza 7 and the loot boxes, and GT Sport with the microtransactions, affect the game at all. I refuse to believe that. They don't really affect the game. Now again, you can argue over, is it a good practice to have and whatnot. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it is what it is. But ultimately, if I can get these cars with either with the way that Forza 7 does it when it comes to when you get to a certain when you move up, when you level up, you have the option to get money or credit. You can get a car, which some of them are free, some of them cost money. That feature I don't like. I don't if you're gonna offer a car as a level up reward, then me personally, I don't think the car should cost any money. Now some cars are discounted, and some of them are not. So I mean that part I don't like. Or you can get like a driving suit, right? And with Gran Turismo Sport, if you reach when you reach the daily workout, which is basically when you reach the daily workout goal, which is basically if you reach 25 miles or above, I believe it is, then you get a free car. Like you pretty much get a free car. Now sometimes you'll get duplicates and you can get rid of them. You can't sell them, which is bullshit, but you can get rid of them. But sometimes you get duplicates. But there's also times when I've gotten like nice cars, and it's even some cars that just came out, via update, and I got the car as for free. So to me, this is not an issue for me. Like I said, with the whole thing with Polyphony Digital, they went back on their word, and that is the reason why, in my opinion, they're getting hate for it because they went back on their word. But ultimately, these things are to me are non-issues. At least for me, they're non-issues. You know what I mean? And then you see some people out there, talking about. I see one guy on Twitter. I think his name is Dealer Gaming. He's going on and on about how he's going to talk about it in the show, and then shows hypocrisy from PlayStation fanboys when it comes to microtransactions and the whole thing with how Forza never truly had microtransactions. Now, his his um his critique of this is pretty much, well, each car you have to buy for, but in Forza 7 you're buying car packs a year after launch. And to me, if you're spending money to buy cars, in my opinion, they're the same thing. I mean, like again, I'm not trying to turn this into a big deal because I mean ultimately I don't care either way. But if you're buying one individual car, for a couple dollars or what have you, and then you're buying a pack of cars for for however much it costs, aren't they the same thing? Like I feel like they're the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, I just like there's a lot of people who are talking out of their ass about this, and for someone who's played both and liked both, I just wanted to I just wanted to pretty much discuss it. You know what I mean? And there's some people talking about it currently. I'm on Twitter right now. You know, so like to me, I just don't look at it as I don't see it as a big deal. Like I just don't. I just don't see it. I don't see it as a big deal. So I mean, that's pretty much it for the video. I don't really have much else to say about this. Like just to say, like ultimately, the main reason why people hate microtransactions and loot boxes is because it's a kind of like something where it's something that's normally done in free to play games that are being transported into $60 games, and I completely understand that. But ultimately, if ultimately, if you have a game that you really like, you're going to spend money on it anyway, especially if it has the option when it comes to DLC. As long as it's not a pay to win thing or anything like that, it doesn't really matter, in my opinion. It doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Because these are not, because these microtransactions are not pay to win. They're just not. They're not. And I played a lot of online for Forza, and I played a lot of online for Gran Turismo. Neither one of those games have a pay to win option in it. It just doesn't exist in those games. So to me, And I see some people say, "Oh, they pay to win," and all that other stuff. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, 'cause ultimately, either they're fanboys of one console or the other, or this and that. Like, people are talking about what's misconception about Forza, about how the Forza game, the loot boxes, deter from the game. I saw one article saying that Forza 7 is a $60 free to play game. That's absolutely fucking, that's dumb. The game has a shit ton of tracks, has a shit ton of cars, has a shit ton of content. Like, how the fuck is that? How the hell is that free to play? It don't make no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. So, like, again, like, is this a bunch of this is a bunch of people talking out of their ass, and I just wanted to come out here and try to, speak on my opinion, plus also just talk about trying to set the record straight on something. So, watching, remember to like, subscribe, and share this. This will be 186. I am out. Peace.